It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. No grazing routes in Igbo land. INM tells President Muhammadu Buhari. The INM leaders, led by the Executive Director Attorney Olisa Okolo, alongside other leaders, spoke to newsmen in Owerri while reacting to President Muhammadu Buhari's plan towards providing grazing routes for herdsmen in the country. They argued that the Nigerian constitution unequivocally vests all lands in any state of Nigeria in the state governors for land in urban areas and the local government authorities for lands in rural areas. Section 1 of the Land Use Act, which by Section 315 subsection 5 of the Nigerian Constitution is an integral aspect of the Constitution of the Federal Republic. The same Land Use Act is made an integral aspect of the Constitution by Section 315 subsection 5 of the Constitution, and the tenure of Section 26 of the Land Use Act renders null and void all previous laws regarding control and ownership of the lands in Nigeria. This means explicitly that whatsoever pre-1970 legislations Mr. President and his handlers are relying upon as the basis for whatsoever grazing routes has lapsed and is extinct are now rendered null and void. Buhari's desperation encourages brazen conduct by Fulani herdsmen across Nigeria, and therefore the INM, that is the Igbo National Movement, on Thursday said that Southeast Zone has no grazing routes for herdsmen, and therefore it should not happen. That the Buhari-led administration government should to appropriate lands belonging to other indigenous ethnic nationalities in Nigeria for the benefit of Fulani herdsmen are directly encouraging the said Fulani herdsmen to act in audaciously brazen manners across Nigeria and acting in manners to suggest that they are above the laws and getting away with the commission of mass atrocities. Therefore, the INM categorically asserts that no grazing routes exist in Igbo land and thus urges the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration to steer clear of extending this desperation to seize lands for Fulani herdsmen away from Igbo land, saying that in Igbo land, open grazing of whatever domestic livestock is abhorred in most community sanctions are placed against the owners of livestock found openly grazing or loitering around the community. Therefore, they have said that they would not allow any. This baffled the people and made Nigerians to react negatively, as this further created severe tension, suggesting that the president was drumming for war since that law has been outdated and not visible and not in tune with the modern day Nigeria, where development has taken over the country. According to Chief Ayo Adebanjo, the leader of Afenifere, who has made Nigeria what it is today and why the agitations and crises are rampant, is the fact that people in authorities are complacent about what they are supposed to do. The activities of the Fulani herdsmen, who have almost destroyed Nigeria's economy, leaving thousands homeless, killed, maimed, and still counting, while the federal government is not living up to its responsibility, is a clear example that the government is biased and one-sided. But the decision of the southern governors on open grazing gave hope to the people, and just as they were done and ready to implement their laws and declare war on the herdsmen, not minding the review by the presidency of grazing routes, there was a U-turn by President Muhammadu Buhari, who had been adamant on the matter. President Muhammadu Buhari surprised Nigerians with his shocking statement days ago when he bowed to the pressure on anti-open grazing and by ordering that approval be given to ranching instead of movement of the herdsmen from place to place, which has been causing havoc over the years. It was, however, like a nightmare to Nigerians when they woke up to hear President Muhammadu Buhari's media man, Garba Shehu, in a volte-face statement that his boss has released 24 billion for some states to proceed for ranching in their respective states. According to him, so far about 24 billion has been disbursed to about 4 states for ranching activities. Yobe has been given, Ebonyi has been given, and the Federal Capital State has been given. 8 more states are now being processed for this payment, Garba declared. Garba further declared that the president has the interest of Nigeria at heart to live in love with one another, a statement which also came as a surprise to many Nigerians. And since the news broke, people have reacted differently, wondering why this solution came now after herdsmen have destroyed, killed, raped Nigerians to coma before the president should act. While some say that it is still good for Nigeria since the solutions have been found to stop the mindless attacks, killings on the unsuspecting Nigerians by the herdsmen. The time is 9:45 a.m. The analysis. The tension lingers over grazing routes. For over a few years now, there has been war between the Fulani herdsmen and the citizens of Nigeria, whereby the Fulani herdsmen has been terrorizing indigenes on their farmlands, forcefully occupying their villages as well, whereby the incident has led to the death of so many people. And people have preferred solution to be the ranching method, whereby the cows and the cattle are kept in a particular place and are being raised up to a particular point in time whereby they can be sold and the like, instead of the open grazing whereby they can just move around the streets and the roads and even go on people's farmland, which is actually causing a crisis in the country. And at a particular point in time, there was a law in the country as at then, which is now archaic, because as at then the country was not as developed as this. So after the southern state governors had the meeting and they set an implementation that there should be an anti-open grazing law in their respective states. It came to a surprise that when President Muhammadu Buhari came back from United Kingdom for a treatment, he gave a shocking order that they should actually go that there should be a review of an old and outdated 368 grazing routes across the 25 states. And this brought about negative reactions from Nigeria. Even the YEC, the Yoruba Council elders, through their one of their elders, where he said that the Southwest would not allow such because the land belongs to them and there is no grazing routes for the Fulani herdsmen to ply. Same as other governors who also said that they would not allow this. And shortly after this time, the media man for the president, in person of Garba Shehu, actually said in a statement that his boss, President Muhammadu Buhari, has actually released 24 billion naira for some states to proceed for the ranching in their respective states. And he said that so far so good. Yobe State has been given, Ebonyi State has been given, and the Federal Capital State has been given. And about 8 states are being processed for this same opportunity. And then the people of the country were now amazed that why haven't they done this? And they are doing it as at the time after the herdsmen have destroyed, killed, and raped Nigerians to a coma. Why some people are saying that it is still good that they have done that, because at least there will be solutions to these mindless attacks and killing on unsuspecting Nigerians by the herdsmen. Any open grazing in the land of Igbo. Thanks for listening, and that is the news.